A home pregnancy test was given to women. Then pregnancy was verified through blood tests. The following table shows the home pregnancy test results. So they're basically saying how often do these things actually work? The home test compared to the truth, the blood test. So positive or negative. So the test came out positive or negative. So let's make sure the table makes sense before we get into the specific questions. What do we know about these 68 women? They are pregnant. They really are pregnant. They really do have a baby on board, and the test came out positive. These 7 women, they are pregnant. They have a baby on board, but the test came back negative. So the test failed. The home pregnancy test told them a lie. It said no baby, and in reality, there was a baby there. The test didn't do a good job. Is that making sense there? And then these 6 women, what's the story with them?
They're not pregnant. They were tested positive for it.
Yeah. They're not pregnant, but the test said they were. So the test failed in that case also, right? They're really not pregnant, no baby on board, but the test told them they do have a baby, positive. And then finally, these 53, they're not pregnant, and the test said they're not pregnant. So that's the truth. And then we have the totals. All right, let's get to it. So first question here, see this bar, that bars are given. So in fact, let me just write the given. The given is the second part, the part that comes after the bar, right? So what's the price? So basically it's a sideways fraction. You just put positive over what's given, and what's given is pregnant, right? That's what's given here. Over positives on the top, over pregnant. Okay, so we're talking about the people that really are pregnant. We're given they're pregnant. So we're talking about this group right here, right? The people that really are, the women that really are pregnant. So that's 75 pregnant women. Not the 134. We're not talking about all women. We're given that we're dealing with a pregnant woman. We picked at random and we got a pregnant woman. We're given, we're told, we know the woman was pregnant. We're given that. What's the chance her test came out positive? 68, right? 68 positive out of the 75 total. Out of the 75 total pregnant women, 68, the test said positive. So divide that in your calculator. It says 4 decimal places. I'm getting 0.90666666. 4 decimal places would be right there. So this 6 means round up. 0.9067 would be that answer. Put it right here. 0.9067. We good there? Next question. Stop me if you want to talk about it. They're using the word given. What's the probability? Pregnant, given, positive. Okay. Pregnant, given, positive. So I'm going to come up here. So the probability, pregnant, given, positive, right? You know the given's the denominator. You know that. So, okay, so we're talking about now, we're talking about the people that are positive. That'd be this group. Those are all the women that tested positive. Some of them were pregnant, some of them were not, but they're all the women who tested positive. So that's the 74 women that tested positive. So out of those 74 women that tested positive, how many of those are pregnant? 68. 68 were pregnant out of the 74 that tested positive. And so that comes out to be 0.9189. So in other words, if you test positive, there's a 91% chance, 91.89% chance that you really are pregnant. Does that make sense? Because out of all the women that tested positive, the 74 women that tested positive, 68 of them really were pregnant. 68 out of 74. All right, next question. It says, given that a woman is pregnant, what is the probability the test is negative? Okay, so it's another given. Given pregnant, so that goes in the denominator, doesn't it? Right, we always put the given in the denominator. In fact, let me scoot that over. So we're given that they're pregnant. So I'll put it over here. So the given goes in the denominator. What's probability it was negative? So negative. So probability that it's negative given that they really are pregnant, right? The woman is pregnant. We're given that. The given goes in the denominator. What's the chance? So now we're talking, let's go up to our table. We're talking about those women that are pregnant. We're back to this group of women. Those are all the women that are pregnant. 75 out of those 75 women that indeed are pregnant. How many came out negative? 7 out of 75, right? So divide that in your calculator. I'm getting 0.093333. So 0.0933 on that one. And then last one, yet another given. Here's the straight line, right? That means that the second part, back that up, this right here is what's given, right? So we're saying this is going to be not pregnant over negative, right? The given goes in the denominator, as we've seen several times now. So what's the chance they're not pregnant given a negative test result? So given that there's somebody who got a negative, so if you go to the you take the home test and it comes out negative, right? You're given that the test came out negative. Given that it came out negative, well, how many people got a negative? Well, that'd be these people, right? 60. 60 women got a negative result on the test. Out of those 60 women, what's the chance you're really not pregnant? Or they were really not pregnant? 7. 7 out of the 60 women who got a negative result from the home test, 7 of them, oh wait, not pregnant. I just circled the wrong one, huh? 53, I should say. 53 were not pregnant out of those 60. So that divide that on my calculator. I'm getting 0.0, no, that's not an O. It's an 8.8833. 0.8833. In other words, 88% of the time, when you get a negative test result, you're really not pregnant. It's not 100%. And that's real life. We're going to look at some of that later in the course. Not much later, but pretty soon we'll look at some things like that where we talk about probabilities and medical tests, because medical tests are not perfect. And so we see here that you could get especially home medical test, the home pregnancy test. If it comes out negative, which, for 60 women, it came out negative, what's the chance that that's the truth, that you really are not pregnant, given it came out negative? Well, 53 out of 60 women were not pregnant who got a negative result. That's 88% of the time. So 88% of the time, it's right when it tells you you're not pregnant, but that means about 12% of the time it's wrong. So there we go. That makes sense. Questions on that one?